Well, hello friends. This video today is about arrowhead hunting and prehistoric fishing implements. I'd like to start by pointing out that this past Saturday I got out to do a little striper fishing, got the first fish of the season. It was a happy morning. And the next day my wife and I decided to take our dog out for a walk along one of the shorelines here and see if we could find an arrowhead or two. So that's what we did. We headed out to a spot that every now and then something good turns up. And as we were walking along, I said to my wife, wouldn't it be great to find a notched fishing weight this morning? And what do you know? It was just amazing. Not very long after, our dog hops in the water to cool off, and we're walking along, and there it is. Sometimes that's just unbelievable how that happens. It's an amazing thing, really, when you think about it. This was a really great, nice, symmetrical pebble that had been notched into a fishing weight. You can't really see it in the photograph, but this flat cobble is made out of granite, and it includes many, many mica flakes in it. And these mica particles were just shining, reflecting the sunlight, just as bright as could be. Well, that's all we found, really, so we headed on back to the car with our dog, and I want to point out a few things, show you some things when we get back home. So what you're looking at here at home, this is a variety of stone fishing implements, prehistoric fishing implements. We've got notched net weights, plummets, grooved net weights of various shapes and sizes, and even a couple of weights that have holes drilled through them. As we go along, I'll point out the ones that are personal finds. And we'll start with this first one that we just found along the shores of this saltwater pond here on an island off of Cape Cod. And this is another one that I found in the same area about a year and a half ago. This next one, very similar to that last one, was found in another area of Massachusetts by another collector. This small one I found along a brook in Pembroke, Massachusetts. And it's much smaller, as you can see, and maybe that has to do with fishing in the brook rather than in more open water. Then there are a variety of grooved net weights in many sizes. This is an oblong one grooved completely around the stone vertically. The one next to it is interesting. It's been grooved both vertically and horizontally, which would have provided a very adequate way of tying this as a weight. Next to it is a much smaller one, again fully grooved all around the perimeter vertically of the small granite stone. And next to it is a similar one, but again in a much larger size. These are all from Massachusetts. Next to this is a small plummet that I found many years ago when I was actually on a fishing trip up in Maine, fishing for smallmouth bass on the Penobscot and Piscataquis rivers, and I found this on a little site that was eroding out of the bank of the river. This next one is by far the largest one that I have ever found, one of my favorite personally found artifacts, found along the North River in Marshfield, Massachusetts. As you can see, it's quite large and it's very heavy. If it was actually used for fishing, it would have been quite a heavy weight, perhaps for deep sea fishing, but it may also have been some kind of canoe anchor, or could have had another use. Next to it is another one, a very similar design that was found by another collector many years ago, and as I got information on it, I learned that it was found within just 50 yards of where I had found the one just to the left of it. These next examples are nice examples of fishing weights that have holes drilled through them. The one to the left of this one is a personal find, again here on this island off of Cape Cod. And as you notice, both of these weights with holes drilled through them stand up. They actually stand up on flattened bases. So we'll just take an overview again, but I thought it would be just helpful for you to see a variety of stone implements that were used by the prehistoric inhabitants in these coastal regions, along the rivers and brooks, the ponds and the ocean, for prehistoric fishing. And of course, we continue to fish today. My wife hooked into a bluefish there, another nice morning, and you know, it's a wonderful opportunity to fish, to hunt for arrowheads, and to think about our ancestors who were such successful fishermen and fisherwomen. Thanks for watching, friends.